Last-minute preparations are underway at this London primary school as teachers prepare to welcome pupils back for the start of the new academic year. For younger age groups, COVID testing is not required, and classes can return to the way they were pre-COVID, with the government's new emphasis on hand washing, hygiene and ventilation.
Well, the guidelines have changed, so this year we don't have to have bubbles. So the children previously had to sit in groups in a classroom. They had to face forwards. They could not mix with other children in other class groups. So the children are now allowed to face each other, which is wonderful. It's great for their academic development as well, lots of collaboration. And we're going to have enhanced touch points being cleaned throughout the day, so door handles, handrails, etc., etc.
Improving ventilation, though, is not always easy. None of the existing windows in this school will open, so the rush is on to replace them with new ones before the children arrive.
The government's hoping that these new, less restrictive measures like ventilation and hygiene will be enough to ensure that school life will return more or less to normal and that children won't have to spend long periods of time at home distance learning.
Vaccinating older age groups is a key government priority. Everyone over the age of 16 is eligible, and over the summer, vaccination centres were set up at music festivals and other events. Last year, if a pupil tested positive for COVID, then everyone in close contact was sent home to self-isolate. This time, those identified as close contacts will just need to take a COVID test. There are concerns, though, that this could lead to another surge since the majority of children won't be vaccinated. Suzanne Hay accepts that if there is a new spike in COVID cases, tougher restrictions may be introduced. But her pupils, she believes, should prove adaptable.
It's been a challenge, but the children have really risen to the occasion. If you say to them, we're going to add this to our structure of our day, we're now going to stop a little bit early to wash hands, they stop a bit early and wash hands. They know that that's now the routine. Children are really bendy, so they go with it.
It's estimated that pupils lost a third of their education since the pandemic began. The hope this year is that schools can continue with minimum disruption. Michael Voss, CGTN, London.